What do I absolutely hate? What makes me not want to go back to a haunt? I'll tell
Now,
you.
let me ask you this before you say this example. Is this something you hate in any haunt you go
Yeah,
to? Okay.
This is something that I find so annoying that I will not want to go back, and that's when we're going through the haunt. And I don't mind guides. I don't mind guided tours. But if somebody's there, and whether they're following you or whether they're in different haunts, and they scream at you to get out, get out, get out. Now I like looking at stuff. I enjoy looking. I like seeing the decoration. Looking, is this cool? Is this something I've seen before? Is this something I own? I just enjoy looking. But a lot of these haunts, they'll have somebody screaming at you. Usually it's a little kid or a young kid. It's like, get out, you'll go, get out, It's like, if they're telling me to get out, I feel like they don't want me there at all. And why would I want to pay to come back? And, if it's a pay haunt, they're wanting my money, obviously. Yes. So don't tell me to get out. That is extremely annoying. That's something that, if I rate something up here, but that happens, I'm going to knock it down a notch or two at least. Because that's just so annoying. It's something I don't want.
Yeah. And along those lines, I agree with Paul that the whole get out thing, especially when it's a little kid screaming at you and that's all they scream. And sometimes, in addition to the get out behind you, you get that when you go into every room. There are some haunts where we go through where every room is the same. You walk in, somebody jumps out at you and goes, "Get out!"
Boring.
Yeah,
not worth going to. Not worth paying. Don't give them your money.
I might want to get out just because of that, for
Yeah.
one thing.
But we won't be going back. We won't
That's
be giving
true.
them more money.
That's true. Now, one of my pet peeves about haunts, and this goes along with, this hits all the points of bad use of space, bad actor enthusiasm, bad decoration. It hits them all, okay? The dark maze.
Yeah.
I don't like the dark maze, and for some haunters at the pay haunts, they equate a long, curvy dark maze with quality for some reason. It makes the haunt longer, that's true.
They think they want to disorient you and to disrupt, give you such a good experience. But it's annoying.
It's annoying. I don't mind it if it goes on for a room, maybe, or one or two curves, and then you see something up ahead.
Or if you have something in there.
Yes.
You
Or
know?
if there's enough light where it's dark, but your eyes eventually grow accustomed so it's more dim and you can see where you're going. But this feeling your way around, that's not fun. That's not a haunted house experience.
Yeah.
You're not getting any haunt value out of that. You're getting nothing. It's a dark room.
If it's a small amount of space, it doesn't take too long to go through. It can be fun.
It's okay.
But, we're going to look at stuff. We're going to experience stuff. Not to do something, that we can do in our house if the power goes out. Or in our friend's house if the power goes out.
And inevitably, that's true. And a dark maze, this is one thing that happens when you're in a dark maze. It never fails. You get stuck behind somebody or stuck in front of somebody. One way or another, there's someone in front of you or behind you that's also stuck in this dark maze because they can't see. And it's not fun. And in fact, dark mazes can be dangerous. Both Paul and I have been injured more than once in a dark maze.
Yes.
It's not fun. It's not enjoyable. I just want to get out of there. And again, as Paul said, if it's part of a larger haunt, it's okay. But if it's all there is, and we have been to one, I'll tell you, for 2012, I'll give you an example of one that was terrible.
I didn't go to this one.
Went to it in 2011. It was about 5 minutes long, no exaggeration. It was $10. It's Sweet Dreams Haunted House in Alsip, Illinois. $10 for 5 minutes of practice. I will say it was a decent haunt in 2011, but it was only 5 minutes long. This year, wasn't going to go, but it has new ownership, and they said it's going to be double the size. Well, that was true. It was double the size, but the extra size of the haunt was nothing but an empty dark maze. Not completely dark, so I wasn't annoyed because I couldn't find my way. An empty maze with no one in it, no props, no actors, nothing. And even that, it was still less than 10 minutes. So that kind of thing, that's not quality. That's a waste. If you have extra space and you fill it up with a dark maze, I can close my eyes and see a dark maze. I don't really need to pay to go into something like that. So that's one of my pet peeves. That's something that I don't want to go back.
He hates that. He hates
it. It's boring. I just want to leave. It's boring. I don't like it. It's not worth my time.